Welcome to the Way of Mastery. Welcome to the Way of Mastery on Facebook Live. Welcome to the Way of Mastery on Facebook Live. This is Earl Purdy. And we're going to take a journey. We're going to take a journey into fulfilling your purpose. We're going to talk about fulfilling your purpose. We're going to talk about fulfilling your purpose on the Way of Mastery on Facebook Live here with Earl Purdy. I'm welcoming my mighty companions. I welcome my mighty companions. We're going to talk about fulfilling your purpose on page 285, page 285 in the Way of Mastery. Page 285, fulfilling your purpose. Fulfilling your purpose. It's in lesson 24. Lesson 24 in the Way of Transformation, in the Way of Mastery. On page 285, fulfilling your purpose. Thank you. It's good to be back. I love feeling the power of my mighty companions gathering. The tribe of light, the tribe of truth. T-O-T. Tots. The tribe of truth. We're going to go into fulfilling your purpose. We're going to go into fulfilling your purpose in the Way of Mastery, the Way of Transformation, page 285. Here we go. Relationship is eternal. Friendship is eternal. Co-creativity is the essence of knowing God, is co-creativity. Co-creativity has the sole purpose of birthing in light the good, the holy, and the beautiful. That which brings the vibration of truth and reflects it in the world of time. Touches fear and dissolves it. Touches guilt and replaces it with forgiveness. Touches resistance and tension and replaces it with willingness and peace. What was that? What was the message of the first paragraph? I want to do something. I really want to do something with you. I want us to go deeper into listening than perhaps we've ever gone before. I want to ask you to do what? What is it that I want to ask you to do? I'm going to ask you to do something really, really radical. I'm going to ask you to forget about what you think of as your day-to-day problems or situations or circumstances that you're trying to solve. I want to ask you to just focus in on the message that Yeshua is giving us in the way of mastery. It doesn't matter what's going on right now with your family, with your friends, with your job, with your body, with your health, with your relationships. Do you know that the only thing we're being asked to do right now is to receive the message? And I am a conduit. My function is to be a channel for this message from the way of mastery to come through so that we can hear it. So let go of the identity just for this time that we're doing this class and presentation. Let go of who you think you are, what you think the issues are, and most of all, I want to ask you to let go of your need to analyze and let go of your need to understand. Your understanding is not a powerful contribution to the truth. Your understanding doesn't make the truth true. So also I want to ask you to let go, just as an experiment, let go of the part of your mind that wants to understand this. And focus on, I want to hear what the message is, even if I don't understand it. What's the experiment? I'm going to let go of my need to understand this. But what I'm going to focus on is what the message is. Please share. Take a moment to share this video on your timeline. You can do it right next to the comments. Okay, mighty companions, I can feel you. We're here together. You and I know, we all know that this is more than just a class. This is a gathering of the family, and you know it's a gathering of the family. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hear that first paragraph, and I'm going to take it slower than I've ever taken it before. Because what this paragraph does on page 285 under fulfilling your purpose in the way of transformation, in the way of mastery, it tells us exactly what our purpose is. Exactly. Now, the first thing, do you know that the first thing that we were told was what? Relationship is eternal. So what does that mean? That means that a real relationship lasts forever. A real relationship lasts forever. It may change appearances. The relationship may change form, but a relationship is eternal. So if that's true, you and I have a relationship that is eternal. We all have relationships with each other which are eternal. And then it says friendship is eternal. So a true friendship, a real friendship, never ends. It may change form. The friendship may change appearance, but the friendship that is real never ends. So relationships never end. Friendships never end. Real friendships never end. Do you know what the next thing is that this paragraph tells us? Would you like to know what co-creativity is? So how do we co-create? How do you co-create in a relationship? I often talk to people who really, really want to have a really loving relationship, a really powerful relationship, a really meaningful relationship with somebody. So a relationship is supposed to be co-creativity. So co-creativity is the essence of knowing God. So the essence of knowing what love really is co-creativity. So if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, if I'm going to have a relationship with someone, then I want that relationship to be a relationship that we experience co-creativity in, because it's only through co-creating that you know the essence of what God is, that you know the essence of what love is, because love is God. Don't you know that love is God? So, what is the purpose of co-creativity? What is the purpose of a relationship? A relationship is eternal and a friendship is eternal. And what is co-creativity? Well, co-creativity has the sole purpose. What is the purpose of a relationship? What is the real purpose of a relationship? What is the real purpose of a relationship? Well, it says the real purpose of a relationship is to give birth to something that's good, something that's holy, which is innocent, and something that is beautiful. So the next time you say you would like to see a change in your relationships, don't you think that the best thing you could do would be to say, the purpose of this relationship is for us to give birth to something that's good, something that is innocent, and something that is beautiful. The co-creativity has the sole purpose of birthing in light the good, the holy, and the beautiful. So let's stop right there. And let's do it. Let's not just make this another intellectual something. Let's do it. Okay, we want to have a relationship with each other. We want all of our relationships. We want all our relationships to be eternal. And we want to know that all of our relationships are eternal. And we also want to have friendships that are lasting and real friendships that never end. If you want to know God, what is the essence of knowing God? What is the very foundation of knowing God? The very foundation of knowing God, the very foundation of knowing love is co-creativity. Co-creativity, creating together. Creating together is the essence of knowing God. The essence of knowing what love is comes from co-creation. It comes from what? Creating together. Co-creation. Okay, so you don't have to believe these ideas. You don't have to accept these ideas. You don't have to welcome these ideas. Some of these ideas are going to be quite startling. Some of these ideas you may resist. It's not about judging the ideas. Just use the ideas. And these ideas will show you that they are true. Okay, here we go. Hugs to you, my mighty companions. Let me get you up on the monitor so that I can, on my iPad mini, so that I can see you. Let me see. I want a relationship with you that's real. I want a relationship with you that's real. I only want relationships that are real. I only want relationships that are real. So if a person only wants a relationship that's real, if a person only wants a relationship that's real, would you say that that would be a person that wanted a relationship that is eternal? Would you say that that would be a person that wanted a relationship that lasts forever? So if we're going to have a relationship that lasts forever, would you consider that we have to be co-creators? And if we're going to be a co-creator, that's going to be the essence of knowing God. The essence of God is the essence of love. Why is it that you want a relationship? What would be the purpose of your relationship? It says it has the purpose of birthing in light the good, the innocent, and the beautiful. So this is what I'm going to say to you. I want to have a relationship with you. And I want to have a relationship with you that is a good relationship. I want a relationship with you that's an innocent, holy relationship. And I want a relationship with you that's a beautiful relationship. I want a beautiful relationship with you. I want a beautiful relationship with you. I want a beautiful relationship with you. I want a holy relationship with you. I want a holy relationship with you. You, I'm talking to you. I want a holy relationship with you. I want a relationship that has the purpose of light. I want a relationship with you that has the purpose of truth. I want a relationship with you that has the purpose of giving birth to something good. I want to experience something good with you. I want to experience something holy with you. I want to experience something beautiful with you. That is what I want. That is the purpose of a relationship. And I'm going to tell you something else. I believe in open relationships. I believe in relationships where I am free to include anyone and everyone in my love. That is my definition of an open relationship. It's a relationship that love is not closed off, giving it or receiving it. So the same purpose I have in my relationship with you is exactly the same purpose I have with everyone else. So I want to be clear about that. I want every relationship that I have to be real. I want every relationship that I have to be eternal. And I want every relationship to be the essence of co-creativity. I want every relationship in my life to have the purpose of giving birth to something that's good, something that's innocent, and something that is beautiful. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm allowing us to hear the message, but I'm also giving us the opportunity to have the experience of what we're reading by giving this purpose to the relationship between you and me. This is not something that I need to do tomorrow when I go out and I'm among other people. Everything that the Way of Mastery is telling us, everything that is telling us, it's giving us as mighty companions the opportunity to practice that with each other right now. That's why I do live broadcasts rather than just pre-recording it and not giving us an opportunity to interact. So I thank you for coming here and valuing what we're doing to the point that you set aside time to do this live, and thank those of you who are listening and watching the replay. But I'm going to go slow. I'm going to go real slow. A relationship is something that is eternal. It never ends. A friendship is something that is eternal, and it never ends. If you want to know God, if you want to know true love, according to this, which you don't have to believe, co-creativity is the essence of knowing what love is. You and I creating together. Now, you and I, we're in a relationship. We're going to co-create. We make the decision that we are going to co-create, be in a relationship for the purpose of giving birth in light, something that is good, something that is holy and healing and innocent, which is the same thing, And most of all, to me, we're going to be in this relationship with each other in order to give birth to something beautiful. So this is the way it would sound if you were sharing this with another person. Do you want to hear how this would sound if you were sharing it with another person? Okay, this is what it would sound like. You know what? I want a real relationship with you. I want a real relationship with you that never ends. I want a real relationship with you that is eternal. I want a friendship with you that never ends. I want to co-create with you, because I know if we co-create together, we will know what the essence of love is. Let's find out what the essence of love is together in our relationship. Would you consider having a relationship with me that the sole purpose of the relationship with me is for us to give birth to something that's really, really good, something that's really, really innocent, and something that's really, really beautiful? Would you like to join with me in a relationship so that we can create something that's really good together, something that's really healing together, and something that is really beautiful together? Would you be willing to enter a permanent relationship with me that includes a friendship that never ends, that a relationship that gives us the opportunity to know the essence of what God is? I want to know the essence of what God is with you in my relationship with you. I'm talking to you. Yes, me and you and me. We're going to do together what this is saying. And I am proposing this to you. Would you like to have a relationship with me that is eternal, that includes a friendship that is eternal, that we co-create together so we can know the essence of what God is, and so we can give birth in our relationship to something that is good, something that is holy, and something that is beautiful? That's what you say to another person that you really want to have a truly divine relationship with. Say that before you say, let's get together and take a trip to Hawaii. Let's get together and go to the movie. Let's get together and go out dancing. Let's get together and make love. Let's get together and build and have children. And let's get together and buy a house. Before you say any of that stuff, build that relationship on the foundation of, do you know I want to have a relationship with you that's eternal? Do you know that I want to have a relationship with you that's a friendship that is eternal? Do you know that I want to use our relationship with each other so that we can co-create together and know the essence of what love and God really is? Will you have a relationship with me that we have the sole main purpose of our relationship is to give birth to something that's good, to give birth to something that's healing, and to give birth to something that's beautiful? Let's create something beautiful together. Let's co-create something beautiful together. Let's co-create something that gives us the very essence of what God is and the very essence of what love is. I want our relationship to teach us the very essence of what God is, the very essence of what love is. That's the main purpose of our relationship. Make that the foundation of your friendships. Make that the foundation of your relationships. That is the sole purpose of a relationship. That is the sole purpose of a relationship. What is the sole purpose of a relationship? The sole purpose of the relationship is for you to give birth together to something that is born in light, which is truth. Light is another word for truth. What is it that you want to give birth to in your relationship? What is it that you want to give birth to in your relationship? What you want to give birth to in your relationship is something good. You want to give birth to something holy, which is healing. And you want to give birth to something that is beautiful. That is the purpose of any relationship. That is the true purpose of all relationships. All relationships are the same. All relationships have the same purpose, even though the relationships may be expressed in different forms, in different ways. So in form, I may not relate to my child the way that I would relate to my lover, for instance. But the purpose of the relationship with my child is exactly the same purpose as my relationship with someone else. The purpose always stays the same. That's how you make a purpose powerful. Because when you have one purpose, when you have one direction, when you have one function, then you have all that energy going toward co-creativity, toward making the friendship eternal, toward making the relationship eternal. I'm looking at your comments. Like, for instance, Demola says, co-creativity is the essence of holy relationships. Diana says, I want that love essence eternally. And you know what, Diana? I want it eternally too. My desire to practice the truth is increasing at such a phenomenal rate within me that it is almost taking me into overwhelm. I just got back from spending 4 days with my family, and it was so loving and so nurturing and such an example of everything we've been studying and reading and doing together that I am in such a profound place of gratitude that I can't even put it into words. And that gratitude is very much directed toward you also. Because without you, my mighty companion, without you, then I would not maybe have as much deep desire to use my relationships to produce something that's good and beautiful and holy. Because I know you have me and I have you, and we're mighty companions. So I'm just in a place of gratitude. I'm, tripped out right now. And this is so powerful. Now, I'm going to share something with you that if you let yourself hear it, it could have a profound effect on your awakening. Would you like me to tell you something that is really deep, that could have a very profound effect on your relationships, that could have a very profound effect on all of your relationships? Oh yes, there's something else I want to tell you. I experienced miracles of love and peace with people who in the past I had tremendous separations and grievances with. So the change came about without any direct intervention from me. The only thing I did was apply all of the truth that we're learning in the Way of Mastery and in the Course in Miracles and everything else that I know to myself. Taking this truth and applying it to yourself is your one responsibility. Your one responsibility is taking this truth that you're learning and applying it to yourself. Take the truth that we're learning and apply it to yourself. Focus on applying this to yourself. Take the truth that we're learning and apply it to yourself. So what's going to happen right now in this very first paragraph is that Yeshua is going to tell us what happens when you form a real relationship that's also a real friendship that you co-create together in so that you can know the essence of God. When you form a relationship, and the purpose of your relationship is for you to co-create together and to give birth to something that's good and healing and beautiful, because that should be the only reason you have any special love relationship or any kind of relationship with anybody. The name of this section is Fulfilling Your Purpose. And what Yeshua is doing is Yeshua is, let me turn this just a little. Yeshua is actually Yeshua is actually telling you what the purpose is. Okay. I love your comments, Diana and Alita and France and Demola and all of you. I feel you. I feel you. And I told you, I'm going excruciatingly slow tonight. Okay, so who can tell me what the purpose of a relationship is? What would be the characteristic of a real relationship? Would one of the characteristics of a real relationship be that it's eternal? Would one of the characteristics of a real relationship and friendship be that it lasts forever? Is it possible that the purpose of a relationship is to use that relationship to know what the essence of God is and what the essence of love is? Wouldn't that be something if someone said to you, I want to be in a relationship with you. I love you so much. I want to be in a relationship with you that lasts forever. I want to have a friendship with you that lasts forever. Let's co-create together. Would you like to co-create with me? Would you like to co-create with me? Would you like to co-create with me so that we can know the essence of God? Would you like to know the essence of God together, which is love? Would you like to know what the very essence of love is together? And we could do that by co-creating and using our relationship just for the purpose of giving birth to something that's really, 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 really good. And you know something? I want to be with you so we can give birth to something that's really, really healing and holy and happy. Do you know that I want to be with you so that we can create something really, 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 really beautiful together? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this relationship with you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm really in this relationship with you. That's right. I am so moved by this eternal relationship that we're doing with each other right now. Remember, everything that we're doing, I want you to do the same thing with the other people in your life that you're in relationship with. You see, the way I look at it is that if somebody really loves me, the way that I can tell if somebody really loves me, like personally when I want to go, does this person really love me? The way that I can tell if the person really loves me is how much I see them love other people. So if I'm in a relationship and the person just focuses all of their attention and love on me to the exclusion of focusing love on others, then I know they don't really love me. I know that I'm very special to them. But love is inclusive, not exclusive. Also, another way that I can tell if the relationship is real, it's going to be whatever it is, the purpose that me and that other person have for our relationship. If the person says to me in some form or another, they say, you know, I'd like to have a relationship that lasts. I would like to be friends in our relationship. I would love for us to create something together. I would love for us to create something really cool, something really good, something really beautiful. I want us to do something that brings some love into each other's lives and love into the world. Then I feel comfortable and safe with that person, because I know that's a person that is waking up or is awakened. Because a person that was still asleep, they would be telling me how they wanted to use the relationship solely for specialness or solely for money or something in the material world that needed to be achieved, or, and all of those things are cool. But Yeshua has told me that the real purpose of a relationship, is to give birth to the good, the holy, and the beautiful. So the real purpose of a relationship has to do with content. Is the content going to be good? Is the content going to be holy, which is innocent? Is the content going to be beautiful? Now, why is it that it is so important to use your relationship to give birth to something that's good and beautiful and holy? Why is that so important? Well, next, Yeshua is going to tell us an incredible truth about the power of having a relationship that, like me and my friend Anna Kachawa was studying together today. And she's also, of course, a miracles teacher like myself. And you would do good to check out her classes. She's awesome. We've had over a 30-year friendship. And every single time we get together, we reaffirm this purpose that I shared with you. We were talking about how the purpose of our relationship is to release each other from guilt, and to see each other as innocent, and to see each other as beyond the body, and to see each other as one, to use our relationship to create something that's good and that's beautiful and that's holy. And most of all, Anna and I remind each other that we should always extend our love to others, because others are us. That's how you know the essence of God. But why do you want to make sure that you have a relationship? Why do you want to make sure that you have a relationship that only gives birth to what is good and what is beautiful and what is holy? He says, and look at this paragraph, first paragraph on page 285. It says, relationship is eternal. Friendship is eternal. Co-creativity is the essence of knowing God. Co-creativity has the sole purpose of birthing in light what? The good, the holy, and the beautiful. That which brings the vibration of truth. So the purpose, so what happens when I'm with a person and I'm in this with this person and we are using our relationship to bring forth something that is good and holy and beautiful, is that will bring us a certain vibration. You will start to experience the vibration of the truth. When you use your relationship only to bring the good, the holy, and the beautiful into the world and to each other, then you start to experience the vibration of truth. There's a truth vibration. Truth has a vibration. Truth has a vibration. The purpose of your relationship should be to allow you to experience the truth vibration. How many times have you told somebody, I want to be in this relationship with you so that we can experience the truth vibration, the vibration of truth together, so that we can give birth to something that's good and holy and beautiful. We're in this relationship so that we can co-create, so that we can know the essence of God and we can know the essence of love. And do you know that I want this relationship to be eternal, and I want us to have a friendship that's eternal. I want a relationship with you that's eternal, and I want to have a friendship with you that's eternal, and I want to use our relationship to co-create so that we can know the essence of God and we can know the essence of love. And I want us to have a relationship together that we can have the sole purpose of giving birth to something that's good, giving birth to something that's holy, giving birth to something that's beautiful, so that we can start to experience the vibration of love. I want to experience what? What do you want to experience with me? What do I want to experience with you? I want to experience the vibration of love. I remember when my goal was not the vibration of love. My goal was something that the body seemed to give or to offer. My goal had something to do with something that had to do with what I could get from the body, what I could experience with the body. Now my goal is to give birth to something in a relationship that's good and something that's beautiful and something that's holy, so that we can do what? Experience the vibration of truth. You want to experience a truth vibration. You want your relationship to allow you to experience a truth vibration. So what's the purpose of experiencing a truth vibration? How does it benefit you when you use your relationship to give birth to something that's good and holy and beautiful, so that you can experience the vibration of truth? And when you experience the vibration of truth in your relationship, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is going to blow your mind. What will happen if you use your relationship to give birth to something that's good and holy and beautiful? What's going to happen when you use your relationship to produce a vibration of truth? What is going to happen? What's going to happen is you're going to start reflecting the truth in the world of time. You're going to start reflecting the truth. You're going to, in this world, you're going to start being a living, walking demonstration of truth. Your relationship is going to become a living, breathing example of the vibration of truth in this world. Your relationship should become an absolute witness that it's possible to be in a relationship that lasts and that's full of friendship and that's full of love. And you are supposed to be in relationships that demonstrate what it means to be in a relationship where you can give birth to something that's good, something that's beautiful, and something that's holy and healing. When you do that, you are going to touch fear and dissolve it. Okay, let me get this straight. So the way of master is saying, if I will use my relationships to bring forth something that's good, something that's beautiful, and something that's holy, that it's going to produce a vibration, a truth vibration. And because it's reflecting a truth vibration, the next thing that's going to happen is that this relationship is going to reflect the truth in the world. Your relationship is going to be a reflection of true love in the world. When you have a relationship that's the reflection of true love in the world, would you be willing to listen to what I'm saying? This will be great. Would you consider listening to what I'm saying right now? Okay. When you have a relationship that is producing something that's good, something that's holy, and something that's beautiful, it's going to create a vibration of truth. That vibration of truth is going to be reflected in your relationship. It's going to be reflected in your relationship, in your environment, in your physical world. And so your relationship will dissolve fear. So your relationship will reflect so much love that it will dissolve any fear that you have. So in other words, you should be in a relationship that is so beautiful and so loving that because you're in that relationship, you can't possibly feel afraid. It would be a relationship that every ounce of fear in you and every ounce of fear in that other person would be dissolved. So in a real relationship, there is no fear. In a real relationship, there is no fear. In a real relationship, there is no fear. So what does that mean, Earl? What does that mean? It means that if I'm in a relationship and I have any kind of fear, that relationship is not totally real in my perception yet. So if I'm with somebody and I'm afraid of them, I know that I have not co-created what is beautiful and what is holy and what is good with them. So whenever you're in a real relationship, whenever it touches fear, it dissolves fear. People actually feel safer in your presence. When people are around you, they will feel more safe. They will feel more safe. No fear. In a real relationship, there is no fear. In a real relationship, there's nothing but the desire to give birth to something that is good, something that is holy, and something that is beautiful. In a real relationship, you produce a truth vibration, and you live that truth in the world, and you are living so much truth in your relationship, in the world, that it dissolves fear, and that relationship will dissolve your fear, and it will dissolve their fear. A real relationship dissolves fear. If you look down at the page, you'll see that that's what I'm sharing, is what the message is. A real relationship, it also says, touches guilt and replaces it with forgiveness. Touches guilt and replaces it with forgiveness. So that means if you're in a real relationship, whenever guilt comes up, there's so much good, there's so much beauty, there's so much holiness, there's so much healing in your relationship that you know what happens? What happens is you all's fear is dissolved and you all's guilt is dissolved. So in a real relationship, there is no guilt. In a real relationship, there is no guilt. In a true co-creating relationship, in a true essence of God, essence of love relationship, there is no guilt, because the very beauty and holiness and love in the relationship replaces any kind of guilt with forgiveness, which is the correct perception. Forgiveness is a correct perception. So you have to replace guilt with correct perception. And correct perception doesn't see any guilt. Correct perception sees a call for innocence, a call for love, a call for forgiveness. So if you're in a real relationship, you love each other so much that anytime you have any fear come up, the love in the relationship dissolves it. When you're in a real relationship, anytime either one of you are feeling guilty about anything, you forgive yourself and the other person forgives you also. Because you love each other, you forgive each other. Because you love each other, you forgive each other. Because you love each other, you forgive each other in a real relationship. When I first heard this, do you know that the first thing that hit me was, my good grief, I haven't had any real relationships, and I don't see how I could possibly have a real relationship if in a real relationship there's absolutely no fear. If in a real relationship that, you know, anytime there's any kind of guilt, it's met with instant forgiveness. I was thinking, I didn't know how I would be able to pull that off. And then I realized that what the Way of Mastery and the other truth books were doing, where they were doing the first stage of transformation in a way. And the first stage of transformation would be for me to hear the truth. So do you know what I realized? I realized that what these books are doing is that they're teaching us and healing us on every level. But the first level is the level of just knowing what real love looks like, knowing what a real relationship looks like, knowing what a real co-creation looks like. Even if I can't do it, I need to know what it looks like. Because if I can start to visualize it, if I can begin to see it, even if it's just in my own mind, even if it's just in my imagination, if I can begin to see it, I can begin to manifest it. Because what I'm perceiving is what's going on in my mind. So what I really need to do is get a clear idea of what I want in my mind. And when I get a real clear idea of what I want in my mind, then I will see it in my physical reality. So what does that mean? Well, it means that now I realize that a real relationship is going to last. It's not going to end. What I know now is a real relationship has got to be a friendship. I could not imagine myself being in a love relationship with somebody who I did not see as my friend first. And I wouldn't want to be in a primary relationship with anybody that we were not co-creators. But now I know what kind of co-creators we need to be. We need to be co-creating so that we can know the essence of God, so that we can know the essence of our Creator, so that we can know the essence of love. So let's co-create for what? The purpose of knowing God. Let's co-create for what? For the purpose of knowing joy, the purpose of knowing happiness, the purpose of knowing love. Now I know that in a real relationship, the other person would say to me in one form or another, they would say, you know what the sole purpose of our relationship should be? Do you know what I want to co-create with you? I want to co-create something that is really, 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 really good. And I want to co-create something that's really, 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 really holy, which is healing, which is innocent, which is happy. Do you know I want to co-create with you a relationship that is beautiful, that is producing something that is absolutely beautiful? Now I know that someone who really wants a real relationship with me would also be someone that uses our relationship to produce the vibration of truth. I know that this will be a person that wanted to demonstrate that our relationship is full of beauty and healing and love. I know that I would be in a relationship with someone who, every time I became afraid, I would experience so much love in our relationship that my fear would dissolve. That even if my jealousy tried to come up, it would be dissolved, because there's so much beauty, because there's so much freedom, because there's so much healing in our relationship. I know that if I felt guilty or if they felt guilty, the love between us, our co-creation of love in the essence of God, would be so great that we would forgive each other instantly, that we wouldn't let anything come between us. I know from this one paragraph exactly what a real relationship would look like. I know exactly what my purpose would be. If I was going to have a marriage ceremony, this would be the kind of vows I would want to have. These are the vows, because the vow is nothing but the setting of the purpose. And some of the comments are, I want that love essence eternally, born in light. What an exquisite way to join. Birthing in light, the good, the holy, and the beautiful. Yes, please. Me too. Give birth to something good and holy and beautiful. I consciously couple up with all of us to co-create and extend the love that we truly are. These comments are so awesome. The good, the holy, and the beautiful. That could be the name of our movie. Now that's a blockbuster. The purpose always stays the same for any relationship. The purpose is to co-create the good, the holy, and the beautiful. I want to create that kind of relationship. The good, the holy, the loving. So overwhelmed, can't even spell right now. Oh boy, yeah man. Only want one function, a holy relationship with a gazillion holy instants. And thank you for being happy for me. It sounds like I had an innocent, beautiful time with my family, and I did. Yes, let's share it. Let's share it. Woo! Okay. All right. Let's go. This is paragraph 1. Paragraph 1. You want a relationship that brings forth a vibration of truth and reflects it in the world of time, touches fear and dissolves it, touches guilt and replaces it with forgiveness. You want a relationship that so reflects the truth that it touches resistance and tension. And what do you replace it with? Willingness and peace. I want a relationship that touches any kind of resistance, that touches any kind of tension, and replaces it. See, I'm in a relationship with you. 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 I want a relationship with you that if any of you are afraid of me, I want the love from me and the love between us to be so great that any fear you have of me will dissolve. I want so much love to happen between us that you don't have any fear of me. I want so much love to be exchanged between us that I'm not afraid of you and you are not afraid of me. I want so much love between us that we are not afraid of each other. I want so much love to be exchanged between us. I want our relationship to be so beautiful and so holy and so good that it reflects and produces a vibration of truth that there's so much love between us that we can actually reflect it in the world. I want there to be so much love between us that if any fear comes up, it's dissolved. If any guilt comes up, it's forgiven. And if there's any resistance between us and any tension between us, do you know that I want that to be replaced with willingness and peace? I want any tension between us to be replaced with willingness and peace. I want any resistance. I want any resistance between us to be replaced with willingness. I want the resistance between us to be replaced with willingness between us. I would like to see the resistance between us replaced with willingness between us. Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what the Way of Mastery is doing? In this one paragraph, and it's in one paragraph, it's telling us how to recognize a real relationship, how to recognize if someone really loves you, what the goal should be in any relationship, how to bring about that goal in any relationship. It's telling us that, you know, if you all say y'all love somebody and you say you're in a, because that's what happened to me. I was with my family, and when I was with my son and daughter, and when I was with my grandchildren, we were all having one purpose, and that was, regardless of anything or any misperceptions that may have happened between us in the past in any kind of way, we consciously and unconsciously made the decision that we were going to be co-creators of love. It wasn't like we just sat down and said that, but you could tell that intention must have been there because that's how it turned out. And the goal always determines how things turn out. And again, it had nothing to do with me trying to sit down and process and get somebody to see my point of view. All I had to do was to go there with the intention of co-creating with them, because I knew that I had a relationship with them that I wanted to be eternal, and I wanted it to be like a friendship. So I flew to Memphis, which is where I'm from, and I landed in Memphis with the goal in my mind that with my siblings and with my children, I wanted to experience something that was good, that was holy, and that was beautiful. I didn't try to come up with the specific way that that was going to happen, because I am awake enough to know that all you really need to focus in on is the purpose, the content of what you want to experience. And so my goal was for them to feel as safe and innocent in my presence as possible. And as a result of that, whenever fear would come up in me, the relationship that we had would dissolve it. And whatever fears would come up in them, I would watch the loving relationship that we were having with each other dissolve it. I also would see that we were bending over backwards to help each other see each other as innocent, rather than trying to bring up anything from the past that we could have had grievances with each other about. I also noticed that because we were making the decision to co-create an experience that gave birth to something that was good and holy and beautiful, that I also saw any resistance and tension that would come up between us, I would see it be replaced with willingness and peace. Because our sole goal was to continue to be willing to allow our relationship to give birth to something that was good, something that was holy, and something that was beautiful. Our intention is what created the willingness and the peace. The willingness and the peace came from our intention. So I want you to take a breath. With that, now you know exactly what you should be looking for in any relationship that you have. That is what you're supposed to be looking for. Take a breath. I want to thank you for tuning in to hearing this with me. If you would like to make a financial expression of appreciation as a full-time teacher of God and teacher of truth, I would truly, truly appreciate it. If you'd like to make a donation of love and a financial expression of appreciation, please go to www.earlpurdy.com, earlpurdy.com. I am here to be used as a mentor, an advisor. I do what I call clarity sessions. I would invite you to have a one-on-one personal session with me. I could bring my 40 years of experience in metaphysics and New Thought and astrology and numerology and Way of Mastery, A Course in Miracles, everything I've learned into our personal session. It's called a clarity session. Go to my website, earlpurdy.com, and it explains everything about what I offer. You can even self-book right there on the website. On Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I do hardcore A Course in Miracles. At 7 p.m. on Tuesdays Mountain Time, I do on Facebook Live The Way of Mastery. On Sundays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time on Facebook Live, I do A Course in Miracles before a live audience, and it's also here on Facebook. I'm asking that you continue to join, and it's through you that the message is spread. So I would really sincerely like to ask you to share these videos, these presentations on your timeline. There's nothing I'm saying that's weird to anyone that really wants to love and be open to it. So don't be afraid to share. If indeed that's the case, it may not be at all. All my classes on the Earl Purdy page, all my live broadcasts. So let me, and I love how you all focused in on hearing this evening and not on a lot of analyzing. So let's see if we can remember the message that we got. Relationship is eternal. Relationship is eternal. Friendship is eternal. I say friendship is eternal. Co-creativity is the essence of knowing God. Co-creativity is the essence of knowing God. Co-creativity is the essence of knowing God. It's co-creativity. What does co-creativity have? It has the sole purpose of giving birth to the good, the holy, and the beautiful. In this relationship with you, I want to give birth to the good, the holy, and the beautiful. And holy is another word for innocence. Holy is another word for innocence. In this relationship with you, yeah, in this relationship with you, I want to create the good, the beautiful, and the holy, so that we can create the vibration of love. I want to create the vibration of love. I want us to reflect the vibration of love in this world. I want us to reflect the vibration of truth in this world. You and I. What else? I want a relationship with you. I want a relationship with you. I want a relationship with you that is so full of what is love, what is beautiful, that fear dissolves in our presence. I want our relationship to be so real that fear dissolves in our presence. This is the kind of relationship. This is the purpose. This is your function. It says fulfilling your purpose is the title. Your purpose is to co-create and to give birth to something that is good, holy, and beautiful. Give birth to something that is a reflection of the vibration of truth. And reflects it in the world of time. I want the love between us to touch fear and dissolve it. I want the loving relationship between us to be so real that it can touch guilt and replace it with forgiveness. Your purpose and my purpose is to create a relationship together that gives birth to the good, the beautiful, and the holy to such an extent that our relationship is so loving and so safe that our relationship touches resistance. It touches tension and replaces resistance and tension with willingness and peace. I want to experience innocence with you. Let's take our resistance and replace it with willingness. We want our relationship to touch all tension and replace it with willingness. Mighty companions, this is the purpose of having a relationship. This, what we just heard, was about the purpose you have on this earth. It's to form relationships with this purpose and watch the miracles. And it's always about forgiving yourself and forgiving others. It's about using your relationships for the sole purpose of giving birth to the good, the holy, which is the happy, the healing, and the beautiful. And you are beautiful, and you are good, and you are holy, and you are good, and you are beautiful, and you're innocent, and you're beautiful, and you are good, and you are innocent, and you are beautiful, you are good, and you are innocent, and you are beautiful, you are good, innocent, and beautiful. You are good, you are good, you are good, you are innocent, you are beautiful. And the relationship is always about a relationship with yourself. A relationship with others is the relationship with yourself. And the relationship you have with yourself is the relationship you have with others. It's the same thing. I love you. May the course be with you. See you next time.